Hello and welcome back to the Midlands Football Company. We're back after a big month of football, and so we're going to have to catch up quick time.
Long old break as well for us. Sorry about the lack of podcast.
We were all back home from uni, weren't we?
Yeah, and some of us even got to go on holiday, which is very nice to hear.
Yeah, nice little tan over here. Met an Albion fan in Zimbabwe.
Yeah,
Domicito,
as you do.
Big up Domicito.
Yeah, there's a huge following over there. In
Massive, mate. He knew so much about West Brom, it was a joke.
Yeah, I'm sure he did, yeah. So we have to catch up on a lot of games, to be honest. So we're just going to get straight on. I'm going to talk a little bit about Wolves' fixtures over the last month.
Yeah, we'll start with Wolves.
So in terms of results, we beat Bournemouth, lost to Liverpool, drew with Fulham, beat Tottenham, lost to Palace, lost to Man City. And like it sounds, it's still all over the place. There is no consistency with the team whatsoever. Some weeks they play fantastically, some weeks they don't look like they care at all. When you go to a place like Fulham, you expect to be beating teams like that. If you're going to go to Wembley 3 days later and produce probably the best performance of the season, and then 3 days after that, lose to Crystal Palace.
Palace one was poor. Yeah.
I don't want to talk about the negatives.
You played so well at Wembley. You played so well. It's just, why do you think that you don't turn up against a smaller team?
I've got a theory. It's just the fact that we like to play on the break. I think we've created the most counter-attacking opportunities this season. And yes, we're not very clinical going forward because some of the players, Adama Traore or Helder Costa, can't do anything with the ball. I'm still not a fan of either. But having said that, when we're playing against the big teams who sort of don't give enough respect to their opponent, maybe, or
leave themselves open a little bit at the back, maybe.
Yeah, and it was
exploit it.
It was really pretty easy, to be honest. A volley header from the corner for Tottenham, and then 2 goals on the counter, Jimenez and Costa.
It's the story of your season, though, isn't it, so far? But you're doing well. Where are you in the table?
I think we're 11th now.
Oh, okay.
So it's good.
It's really tight there, isn't it? You win a few games and you're right back up there.
Yeah, everyone apart from the
top
relegation. 6. No, nowhere near the relegation zone, and I think it's probably fair performance reflecting position to be in.
Yeah. Would you be happy to finish there?
Yes, definitely. 11th is a good position to be in the Premier League.
It's probably good because, from a manager's standpoint, it's harder to teach how to beat the bigger teams. But you can do that. I think it's easier to fix being able to beat the smaller teams. Yes. You just need to work on breaking down deep blocks.
Yeah, it's promising, definitely, the results.
And with the players, I thought you'd be able to do it. Neves and Moutinho seemed like players who'd be able to break a deep block. Jimenez is really good at holding the ball up.
He's fantastic. Jimenez has become my favourite player by miles now. I love
Really?
Will you pay 30 million for him?
Definitely. He's much better than a certain other striker in the Midlands who no one wants to talk about. I don't really care about that other guy. You know,
you don't need it. Tammy who?
Mr. Stabraham himself.
Just sounds a bit pathetic, to be honest.
I really despise Tammy. I do. To me, it's so clear that he's just scared of the Premier League. He was awful at Swansea.
Yeah, he's
so inconsistent. He thinks, I can do it in the Championship. I won't bother going to a Premier League side and
It's
show
comfortable.
myself there. Any proper player goes to Wolves.
Yeah, he's scared. He's scared.
It is the only good thing that's happened to me this month, actually. Tammy Abraham staying, because, to be honest, I didn't mind him leaving. He's not even our best striker. he missed another chance against Wigan at the weekend, but
he's not good enough.
I just didn't want him to go to Wolves because it would just make them think they're a big club.
And that's the only reason I wanted him to, ruffle your feathers a little bit.
It didn't bother me. It was just made us look like you were like better than us, which
they are.
No.
Yeah.
Form is temporary, class is permanent.
In the same way, I'd love it if we went back and bought Harvey Barnes. I'd absolutely love that.
I'd like Harvey Barnes on loan. Actually, I think
give him a chance. Would like Harvey Barnes on loan.
Yeah, I don't really want to talk about it, to be completely honest. It's really annoying. It's a different situation completely. I'm sure we'll get back to it. I'll just say it quickly. But to Tammy Abraham, because he plays for a top team, whereas Barnes just plays for a Leicester.
Yeah.
So even Abraham knows that if he can't get recalled because he's not going to get in the team.
No.
Whereas Harvey Barnes, there was always a possibility because
he came off the bench.
He played for Leicester.
Yeah. He came off the bench in the game. Didn't do anything, but you got to give him time.
We can see him starting the Damari Gray path. I can see him being on that.
Yeah, I think Leicester are very good for bringing young players through at the moment.
I really like Puel.
I think he's
really good at bringing in young players. Leicester don't spend a lot at all. They sold their best ever player in Mahrez to City.
Yeah.
They were 8th, I think, last time I checked.
No, I'd say Kante's the best ever player.
Yeah, it's arguable. But
they're the
most creative player ever.
They sold Drinkwater, Kante,
Yeah.
Mahrez.
We can't be calling Danny Drinkwater a good footballer, please.
He'd get in your
There's no way
He's won a title.
I hate that argument.
He was in that group of players that looked so good because of Kante, didn't he?
Yes.
Which is bad.
It's like my old Danny Sturridge next to Luis Suarez. Rubbish footballer. Just
Is
looked
that
good
your
alongside-
theory?
I think he's a
Really?
crap footballer, but he just did very well because he had such a good player alongside him.
Well, I'd vouch for that because he did absolutely nothing for West Bromwich Albion last season.
Well, the reverse of that is the Idrissa Gueye, Carlos Sanchez effect. So like when the season we went down, people like Jordan Veretout, who's now playing Europa League football week in week out for Fiorentina, Carlos Sanchez, who's
He's no muck, is
obviously
he?
he's in West Ham's team, but he's a good
He's
player.
injured at the moment.
Yeah,
so-
he's a solid player, and Idrissa Gueye, we just did have him.
solid.
Yeah, he's starting for Everton. He's made we did that quiz yesterday. He's made a lot of passes this year.
Yeah,
like,
he's a good
one of
player.
the most passes in the Premiership.
Yeah.
And when you put them next to Bacuna and Ashley Westwood, they look awful. And the same thing has happened to us. I mean, we're going to talk a lot about Villa, I imagine. I don't really want to, but McGinn. I think John McGinn's a Premiership player, but next to the show pony Conor Horahan
Yeah.
and who's the other one we play? Oh, Glenn Wheeler.
Lansbury.
Or
Oh yeah.
Lansbury, I think, could do a job, but every time he walks onto a football pitch, he pulls his hamstring.
Ah.
So, but no, Whelan. So McGinn's doing the work for three midfielders. We need. We'll stay on Wolves, but
Was there anything else you want to say? Was there anything else?
Yeah, I'll just talk briefly about the game on Monday because that was our most recent one away at Man City. I sadly didn't make it up there, but I'd just like to comment on the fact I think football's gone a bit soft.
I really.
I don't-
I haven't seen it. I've seen it, the still picture, and it looks awful, but it's a still picture.
I think it was a red card. I think it was a red
I-
card.
didn't argue with it.
No, but I think there's a little bit of
it is a red
gamesmanship in there. He's trying to get the refs on our side a little bit.
Okay.
Same way Bolly apologised for it. But the fact of the matter is, if you've played football, you know that you tackle like that. There is no other way to tackle when you're going in for a ball like that. Yes, he jumps a little
jump
bit,
off the floor.
but his other leg is tucked in. He's simply sliding forward. Yes, he stretches a
Studs are
bit.
showing though.
Do you think if he made that tackle against, say, Huddersfield, he doesn't go off? It was because, what was it, David Silva or Bernardo Silva?
Bernardo
Bernardo
Silva. He didn't half pull off a few rolls after it as well.
Do you think that the fact is Man City, it's at their stadium, it's Bernardo Silva, who's one of those tricky little players, and it's Bolly coming in and taking him out, means it's more likely to be a red card?
No.
Whereas if he did that challenge on Jonathan Hogg, against Huddersfield.
No,
You've got to admit there's big team bias in the Premier. I think there is.
Well, the Premiership's rubbish. I mean, if we were winning in the Championship, I'd like to stay there, but well, I wouldn't. But it is
Quote the
rubbish.
season. I would like to stay in the Championship 15 years, please.
No,
Be careful what you wish for, Joe.
That's why I'll say that. But yeah, the top six, it's just impenetrable. Really is. Other than Leicester that one year, but it's not.
You say that, but if Wolves could beat the lesser teams,
Yes.
they could. Well, not easily
They
do
would.
it. But
For
they
example, on
they're
the
getting
weekend-
results against the top six. The top six
don't
aren't invincible.
Well, if you'd have won the games you should have won, and still got the results against the top
It's
six,
just
you'd
the
be all right.
frustration of those games where we've just dropped
And
points
it's
so
like
easily.
Villa. Like I was praying, because we had that horrendous run where we'd won loads of games, which ended at Albion. But now we're playing the bad teams again. We've started dropping points, and it's so frustrating because the only time we went on a winning streak was against all the good teams. But like drawing 2-1 to Preston, 2-2 to QPR.
Well, should we move on to Villa?
Yeah,
Can I
that's-
just say about the top six? I think it is impenetrable, but I don't think it could expand. So like 10 years ago, it was the top four.
Yeah.
So Man City and Tottenham weren't classed as
No, they were
big
fighting
teams.
for
They weren't
fifth.
classed as like
Well, sixth on the
invincible.
table.
That's
Yeah.
what I mean. So it was the top four, whereas now we talk about the top six.
But
Like,
do you not
always
think
been the top
that's
six.
because Man City were able to the financial fair
Yeah,
play
Man
rules
City.
were
But what
very
about Tottenham?
And the TV money, Everton are going to get a lot of money. Leicester are going to get a lot of money.
All I'm saying is that
bigger
another two
stadiums.
teams could be
I
included
don't know,
in it
there's
at
a-
some point. in
Bigger
the future.
stadiums, better players. It could be a top 8 soon.
No,
I agree. That's
but there's
what
only
I'm
so
saying.
much points to go around. Like, some.
I have to do some maths to figure out if 6 is like the
Yeah, because
most number.
like if Man U finish 8th, even though it could be considered the top 8, they're going to think they've had a bad season.
Yeah, I'm not saying that
Of
though.
course they will.
And it is a bad season for Man U should be in the top 2 every year with the amount of money they've got.
Yeah,
They should be.
Mm.
But yeah,
I'm surprised Arsenal get anywhere near there because I remember seeing a stat the other day and it was where a lot of the money for transfer fees and stuff where they come from. And United's and City's, a lot of it, well, United's operations because they make so much,
They're a
but
company.
there's also a lot of investment. City's all investment, Liverpool a lot. Arsenal is only through what they make.
Wow.
It's all they spend is what they make. Because their owner doesn't really care.
Didn't Unai Emery come out in the other day and say they've got no money?
No money.
How is that a thing for such a big team like Arsenal?
Yeah,
no investment.
38 billion.
They're spending, what, 350k a week on Mesut Ozil, who doesn't even get in the starting 18.
I got rid of Sanchez as well, didn't we?
Since he's been on that contract, I think it was was it 2 million per assist?
Aaron Ramsey going for free. He's club legend.
I can't believe
for
that.
Arsenal.
Yeah, I can't believe that.
Two finals.
Good
for
pick
them.
up for you,
And he's going for
Well, I
free.
can't believe no other English team tried
Chesley.
to get him. Maybe he didn't want to go to another English team, I guess. But I can't believe like a Chelsea or someone didn't go and get him.
I
Yeah, he'd be
suppose,
perfect
yeah.
for Chelsea, I think. Anyway, it's not Midlands, so let's go on to...
I hate London teams.
Yeah, and just to finish, the red card changed the game and the penalty was really soft and we...
Yeah, it was a nothing game after that.
Yeah,
red
it
card,
was, but, you can't...
could've got anything
It's a
out.
bonus game.
Yeah.
I'd rather we beat Leicester on Saturday than...
That's who's coming up.
But that's the sort of game against a team around
You
us
need to win.
that
Those are
we
the
won't
ones-
win.
If you want Europe, those are the ones you have
We're
to
not
win.
going to win. We're going to draw 1-1, I
Home or
reckon.
away?
At home. Early kick-off, honestly.
Early kick-off. Never bet on the
Never
early
never
kick-off.
back the early kick-off, yeah. It's got 1-0 Leicester written all over it, hasn't
I
it?
don't like that at all, mate.
All right.
And also, just quickly, transfer news. Connor Cody is linked with Liverpool, apparently. That's
It's Liverpool.
I've never heard more bullshit. in
It's
my life.
complete rubbish. Ignore it. I don't know what they're making up.
Love that to happen.
Where's that from? Probably the Sun, and they've gone, Cody's a Liverpool fan, if you're playing okay, yeah, we'll link him to Liverpool.
Well, the point is, if Liverpool did come in for Connor Cody, there is no way he would even think twice about it. He'd be there straight away.
To be
Yeah.
fair,
So it's not a
Liverpool have
rumour,
been playing
it's just
Fabinho at
bollocks.
centre-back. They're really running out of defenders, so...
He was ropey as well.
They
Thought
do
Fabinho.
need someone.
Didn't rate him at all.
How much would you sell Connor Cody for? What would be the figure that
If
you
you
like
get
put on
like
him?
50.
Can you imagine Cody lifting a Premier League title?
Can you imagine it being?
No,
No,
he
I
wouldn't be
don't
know.
captain.
More grim.
How much would you say? Yeah, that's a fair price.
This is
This
such
will
a
be
hard
interesting
question.
to
Yeah,
ask you.
I don't know. Maybe because he's not that. I admit he's not that good a footballer. He
He's
is a passion
important for
But
merchant,
he is good.
and
for
he's
you.
really good for us. So I wouldn't sell him regardless of money. But he's probably worth about 13 million.
Yeah, let's say about
That's what I
that.
said.
10.
So if Liverpool come in and say 15 mil, do you think it would go?
No.
Yeah, I reckon-
Or any team would come in and say 15 mil.
I'd say
Cra-
Nuno would say
however crazy they
no.
are.
Nuno, being the stubborn bastard he is, would say
He'd say
no.
he'd slap 30 mil on him or something.
Yeah, Nuno's stubborn, but actually Nuno has been changed in the team quite a lot recently. So we're playing players all over the place a little bit now, which
Are you
is
still in the same formation?
yeah. But often we started with 3 in midfield rather than just the 2
Oh, okay.
against the bigger teams, and it's been working. The lad Dendonka
Yeah.
playing. I mean, he's not that good a footballer. I'm not really sure how he's getting in the Belgian international
Really?
team, to be honest. But he's a defender in my opinion, not a
He just puts his head
midfielder.
on things and
Yeah, he's quite big and he's quite powerful on the ball, but
does the job.
he's not got any passing ability to him. That's about it, really.
Fair enough.
But it's good to solidify the midfield, and I can see why you put him instead of Gibbs White. But I want Gibbs White to play because
Good
I
young
like
English
him.
player.
Yeah,
I think we'll talk about January transfer afterwards. So we'll go to, I think, Villa next and
Who have had a
Yeah, set
storming
games.
month, haven't they?
Yeah, really, really good. So in the last podcast we discussed the West Brom game, which has actually ruined our season because
I knew he was going to say this.
Because-
Because Villa's season will go downhill and he'll pin it all on that one game.
it
He will. He'll pin it all
this
on
is the
it.
man who pinned Villa not winning the league on a misplaced catch from Brad
Brad
Guzan.
Guzan against Leicester.
And also the whole fact that Villa aren't winning leagues or in the Champions League due to that one FA Cup game. What was it, a penalty or a red card or something?
Oh, the League Cup final when
League Cup final.
Vidic should have been sent off.
With Vidic- and if he did, you would have won the
Well, because
Nick Martin O'Neill
O'Neill wins the
stayed.
League Cup, O'Neill stays, Lerner continues to invest.
Champions League.
Because Lerner got disheartened. Look where that team
No,
is
but
now. Even now.
you do have a tendency to pin things on one point like this.
There's
like
turning
moments
points
like
in
this.
football.
Agreed, it was a turning point.
There is.
And you
lots
were-
of
you were-
But
turning
you have to be
points.
more resilient than that. You do.
Take us through your fixtures. What happened like this month?
I really. Oh.
Just say the results quickly.
So since the 2-2 at West Brom, we drew 2-2 to Stoke, lost 3-2 to Leeds, beat Swansea 1-0. We should have drawn because Nyland's heroics.
Oh, penalty save, yeah.
Drew 1-1 at Deepdale, drew 2-2 to QPR at home, and then going to the FA Cup. I did bet £2 that Villa would win the FA Cup. We lost 3-0 to Swansea.
Some of the goalkeeping that day as well is hilarious.
We,
Awful.
and then, obviously, Saturday, we lost 3-0 to Wigan. So at least
Is that the worst?
at least by focusing on the league, like throwing away the FA Cup, at least we put in a performance that Saturday. So, cheers.
Is that the worst performance this season?
Yeah, that's a low point for me. 3-0 Wigan. Because Wigan hadn't won in 14. Like they'd won
Bottom
one
of the form table, I know.
The real question is, did you run out of Villa Park when Leeds scored the third, or did you just slump in your seat crying?
Well, I was to the point where, because we drew before the game, we drew to Stoke and West Brom. I was like, as soon as it was 2-2, I didn't really mind losing that much because it was 2 points dropped again. We were 2-0 up at half time, but as soon as El Mohammadi was awful that game. He let the lad Clark, you know, the 18-year-old that everyone's loving right now.
Not a bad player.
They brought him on at half time, just made El Mohammadi look like the player he is.
Shame.
Awful.
I'm so happy Keemar Roof, ex-Albion Academy.
I despise him.
What a player. I'd love to see him at the whole.
Yeah, that game, yeah, it was disheartening, but we had James Bree at centre half because Chuanzebe broke his foot in training, which is nice.
Where are you in the league now then?
We're 12th.
Mid-table, that's alright for you.
You're doing pretty well, to be
Yeah, I reckon
honest.
it's solid. How close to the relegation zone are you? Because we can always dream.
I mean, if Grealish stays out, we need him to come back to stop us going down because we're an awful team without the best player in the league. It 100% is.
It's just,
who's better?
it just isn't.
It's just so obvious now because I've looked through the games from last season.
I'd love to see his stats this season.
And the games
I'd love to see his stats this season.
You just got
And
to see
you make a point that he's the best player in this league. It's absolute rubbish.
I think any team that has a Jack Grealish playing the whole season goes up.
You're only 5 points off the playoffs.
Exactly. The only
That's
saving
a
grace is
championship, isn't it?
No, but the playoffs, then
We've just
9
listed-
points off 4th were West Brom are. You're 9 points off us and we're 4th.
Yeah.
So what are they off automatic? They must be lows, 12.
We're not going up automatically. We can't.
Yeah,
But how many
12
teams are in
before
between them
Smash
in playoffs? What, 6, 7?
Well,
So all
Hull are
of them
above
to
us.
drop
The team
a
are
point.
QPR, Hull, Forest,
Can I just
Birmingham,
say-
Bristol.
Hull are going to get playoffs. It's
They're doing a Fulham. They're doing a
unbelievable
Fulham.
what they're doing.
I don't know how.
Jared
No.
How
Bowen
are
is
they?
so good. And Grzycki, I love that
Grzycki
player.
was-
I'd have him at the Hawthorns.
He was really good at Blues. He whipped in a brilliant free kick.
I
Apparently
think
he's
Bowen will
he's
get
very
sold though.
one-footed.
I think Bowen will go in January, which is
Hull,
they're-
Hull,
Does he
Hull.
though?
Hull, yeah.
Just another one.
Yeah.
Who's them?
Please,
Isn't it
man.
Nigel Atkins?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the only thing I'm thinking.
No, they're not
It's
good.
not good. No, but what are they? Won 7 out of 7.
Something like
7
that.
in a row.
Was it six in the league?
It's crazy. They've gone on.
I'd have rather lost 4-0 to West Brom and have Grealish. Because
Well, obviously.
that
okay,
game,
yeah.
injuring him, has completely ruined our season.
You think?
Even-
You'd rather have lost 4-0 to West Brom.
I'd lost 6-0 to West Brom if Grealish plays the next 8 games.
But surely
We'd
that's
have
just
beaten
embarrassing.
Leeds. We'd have beaten Leeds. We were 2-0 up at Leeds against Leeds without him. So imagine if we had him. We would have beaten Stoke. We would obviously beaten Swansea.
But Grealish doesn't improve your defence.
Sounds like
You
you're
know what I
leaking
mean? You're
goals.
conceding 3 to Wigan. You know, Grealish
No,
isn't
I
stop
appreciate that, but we drew 5-5 to Forest. We beat you 4-2. Like, we're a good team when he plays because the thing that people can't comprehend is that he makes so much space for others and he links the play. So I watched Villa against Stoke when we drew 2-2 without Grealish. Saw Grealish wasn't on the team. I was like, that's not ideal. And then we play like a completely different team. So now we're playing like the midfield doesn't exist because Conor Horan has an attacking midfielder. All he can do is pass sideways. It's like Burnley playing Ashley Westwood as a number 10. It's just stupid.
Last time Wigan scored at home before that weekend was against
Yeah,
Blackburn in November.
I'm aware. I've been
And
saying.
there was something about scoring a goal in open play, which is even further back than that. So I think that was like a penalty or something.
No team that reliant on one man should be near playoffs.
Agreed. Yeah.
Well, Wolves, if Neves doesn't play last year, they're not going up. You're not. Everyone's got a main man.
Yeah, everyone has a
If
main
you lose
man.
your best
but
player, you're not going to do as well.
No
Because
player
they were a
in Blues'
one-man
team.
team
No
last
player
year.
in Blues'
We weren't a
team.
one-man team. But granted, in the midfield, Saiss and Dye as a midfield
Has
player,
Neves
it's just
even
nowhere near
Neves
Neves.
even missed a game since he signed from Porto.
Yeah, he's missed a few.
Like
He was dropped the other day.
Yeah, he didn't play against. Who did he play against? Did he play against Palace or not? I might
Yeah.
not. I don't think he played.
Well, anyway, in the Championship, obviously he was the difference between you and a lot of other teams.
Well, it was quality. It was
Exactly.
if you got somebody who can produce a moment of class in the Championship, it
Well,
makes you
Grealish is the
steps
difference
you
between
above.
us. And on the day, it was the difference between us and West Brom. Like we won that game. we just did.
That's why I'm worried about the Harvey Barnes situation, because he's that player who can produce a moment.
He's your match
magic.
winner.
Well, Dwight Gale
is
can be a match winner.
He's like a poacher,
but
though.
Harvey Barnes is like the spark.
Yeah.
You saw I don't know whether you can remember, but
it's
Sheffield
the way
Wednesday.
Grealish gets fouled. I know.
Yes,
I know
Does
people hate
Does
it.
Grealish get fouled?
I know people hate it, but he just does so much, and it's just so frustrating to watch Aston Villa just play so poorly. Like we're a different team.
You can't be so dependent on one player though.
No.
I think everyone is though.
I don't think everyone.
If Leicester hadn't had Kante, they wouldn't have won the league. Wait, well they lost him in.
There is no single player in Blues' team that if you take them out, the whole system.
Yeah, but you're
stops
crap.
working. Well, we're ahead of you, aren't we?
Yeah, but.
To be
I
fair,
don't think every team has one.
no, I don't think there's one
There's
player
a
in the
talisman.
team. But last month,
That
Jota's
Right.
been coming in and out, and when Jota plays, we're a miles better team.
Yeah.
And when he doesn't play, we're nowhere near as good going
to
forward.
see how much difference a player can make. Look at Van Dijk. Liverpool go from with Van Dijk they reached the Champions League final.
Yeah, but then you can say Alisson as well.
Yeah.
We
Well,
played,
exactly.
yeah,
the
we
difference one player.
we
can
played
make.
Liverpool
No,
twice
two
in the
players.
last month, and with Van Dijk in the league game, yeah, he sweeps up everything. He's big and strong. He's a fantastic player for that purpose. He's not a fantastic defender, I actually don't think. Jimenez, to be honest, did very well against him. But any ball in behind, he runs round. He just sweeps it up so comfortably. Didn't play the week after. They played some 18-year-old kid.
No, he was like 16,
Yeah.
wasn't he?
Hoover.
He was born in 2002,
Oh, yeah,
which is
that's
pretty
mad.
cool.
I mean, fair play to the lad.
Yeah.
But he's just not. He just wasn't anywhere near as good. And we got him behind quite a few times. It really could have done.
But the point is, every time Alisson has played, Van Dijk has played, and every time Van Dijk has played, Alisson has played pretty much. So you can't just say one of them coming in has helped the whole thing. Both of them have shored it up, haven't they? So I don't think it's a one-man thing.
Okay.
One man can make a big difference, though. David De Gea at the weekend for Man U.
He was incredible, wasn't he?
Yeah, but Joe's trying to say in all cases.
No, not in all cases, but when you, obviously, if we had Bradley Dack, Harvey Barnes and Jack Grealish, we wouldn't miss Jack Grealish, but we've got
Yeah,
no,
I think it's just because you have a crap understudies.
we've got no
Reserves.
replacement like for like. We've got no backup number 10. We're playing Conor Horahan as a number 10.
Is that what it's been then? What's been the midfield three for the last month?
So Whelan's came in for Grealish and Horahan's gone more advanced.
What's happened to
Bjarnason, he's
Bjarnason.
playing as well, but again, he flies to deceive. It's just, and John McGinn looks awful, and it's the Idrissa Gueye effect because we managed to make Idrissa Gueye look awful when we had Ashley Westwood, who was awful, but
So what's your next game?
the Tigers at home.
At home.
Jared
Are you gonna
Bowen's
get-
men march on.
Are you going to get mauled?
I'm not feeling too confident.
Are you going?
No, I'm not. I'm not going to Villa till Grealish is back. I haven't gone since Leeds, and I probably will go Saturday because I haven't been for a while, and I do have a good feeling about it because
There he is again. There he is again.
only because it can't get worse. Like
Well, it
3-0 to Wigan. No, even if we lost 3-0 to Hull, it's like they're in form and we're in awful form. Like
True.
I just didn't see the Wigan game coming at.
That's really
all.
blindsided
Like,
you, hasn't it?
And that's the thing, and the other one, if the week after Hull is Ipswich at home, and if Paul Lambert, if Paul Lambert beats me, honestly, I'm leaving the podcast.
That is quite the
You can
game.
replace me.
That's class.
But another game I'm looking forward to, which is ages away, but on the 6th of April is Sheffield Wednesday away, Steve Bruce. I look forward to that.
forward to it.
I'll
Of course,
we'll
yeah.
arm cabbages.
Sheffield Cabbages.
Throw at him, but no, that. But guess who'll be back then? We'll win. I think we can make a playoff push. I think we'll
You'll be near.
be there or thereabouts, as Steve Bruce says.
So speaking of playoff pushers, I think we might talk about Birmingham City next.
Yeah.
Seeing as they've been on a bit of a march at the table. I think 7th in the league at the
playing
moment.
really well, actually, to be fair. So since we last spoke, we just came off a loss to Bristol City at home. But as
Who
I
are
said
above you in the
This
league?
team bounces back.
As I say-
I love this team.
As I say, we
Fortress
do not
Trillion.
get we do not get affected like some teams go on awful runs of form when something bad happens to them.
Yes.
And then make
Uh,
an excuse about
Making
being a turning
excuses,
point.
one man team, etc., etc. Blues are an actual team of players. So we drew to Blackburn away after being 2-0 down, 2-2. Then we beat Wigan 3-0 away because that's how proper clubs do it. Beat Stoke 2-0. Drew to Brentford. Drew to Wednesday. Then we lost to West Ham in the cup, but we played pretty well.
That is mad.
And then we've lost to Middlesbrough at home. last week, which is
You're gonna bounce back.
the only disappointing result. You can take the mickey, but we will. You know what I mean? We will.
You're not gonna beat Norwich.
I mean, yes, that's a big game. That's a hard game on Friday. Norwich. We got
Norwich away.
Norwich away, and then Swansea away, which
Norwich won all that at the Hawthorns at the weekend, which I'm sure we'll come on to.
yeah.
They
I
won't all
don't
that.
think we'll beat
They're
them.
not very good. Oh, they're awful as well. If they go up,
So Birmingham
we
are now
don't.
4 places above Villa,
Yeah, still only 1
this
point.
is the first time in my lifetime, may I say, that Blues have been above Villa as well.
and you're only 4
Which
points
is
off
just lovely.
6th place,
Really?
which is very good.
How many
It's
points
good.
off 6th place?
4 points.
So we're only
But I'm so-
we're only a point off Blues.
So only
I haven't
1
looked at
point.
the table. Why? How are Bristol City 7th?
I know. What is they're
How
they're
has that
crap.
gone? They've gone so under
There's
the
so
radar.
many bad teams.
Who
that's
do
the
they
thing.
even have? Bristol.
No one.
No.
Derby will blow it in the playoffs anyway if they get there. 'Cause
Yeah, as
they
always.
always do.
Yeah.
But they won't make the playoffs. They
we-
fall off.
I will always back Villa to be a Tony Pulis team. 'Cause I don't think we never lose to Tony Pulis. We beat them in the playoffs last year. And West Brom, I mean, we've seen what happens when we play West Brom. They cheat. And we'll come the other side. And I think United, who'll go up automatically though? Leeds will go up.
We think
Weekend
Leeds are going up.
change.
It'll Leeds and someone because Sheffield United aren't all that.
So we've just ruled out Blues making the playoffs then a little bit.
Oh, Blues.
Well, we haven't. But
Blues are-
as a Blues fan, I wouldn't be disappointed if we don't get playoffs.
You could though. You could.
We
though,
could
do a
get it, but
Huddersfield.
considering the
the
seasons,
moment, it just seems
considering
like
the
anyone-
seasons we've had where we've scraped not
Yeah.
having relegation by
This
the
is
skin of
good.
our
It's a
teeth.
good time to be a Blues fan.
You
Just
definitely
have-
could do it.
It's not a very good time to be a Villa fan.
Just being above mid-table is good for us.
You definitely could do it. Your managers.
We have a team of players who care for once,
Yeah.
not just loads brought in by Harry Redknapp. I want to get onto that later. Some things have come out about our finances which are absolutely dreadful.
About Harry Redknapp, yeah.
Yeah, about that period where we had Harry Redknapp.
Yeah, enlighten
Um,
us.
And
Right,
then-
shall I bring them up now?
Go on then, yeah.
So just a few things I've seen. So our loss before tax has doubled from 60 million to 37 million in the period where we had Redknapp,
Wow.
due to wages have risen from 22 million to 38 million. That's 16 million.
It wasn't
Um,
even there very. Was it like
Was it
couple
6
of
months?
months?
he was there?
So good.
He was just there. He saved us, admittedly. Then we gave him a huge wage packet because our owners are stupid.
Bought loads of players.
He clearly went, yeah, I can, you know, get you up. Just give me loads of money, and we gave him loads of money. He bought half of Brentford.
And fucked off.
and
And
then
I'm a
fucked off.
celebrity.
They built the most expensive, awful team imaginable.
So in that
good.
season, 2016-17, only 2 clubs lost more than us. All clubs in the Championship lose money because you're just trying to get to the Premier League. But we lost a staggering amount. We lost 37 million. Only Newcastle and Brighton
We actually haven't
lost
lost
more, but they got promoted. We were shit.
You
So,
were down there.
Our loss the season after of 37 million was the 7th highest ever in the Championship.
That's good.
Yeah, the highest ever was QPR's 70 million in 13-14.
Well, I'm not surprised.
Guess who was manager of them?
My boy
Um,
Harry.
That's when I had like Asuakato on like 80 grand
Yeah.
or something.
A Delta
Third,
ruining the
highest,
championship, wasn't he?
third highest ever for a club not promoted.
Wow.
We've consistently lost money. Profit only once in the last 6 seasons, and that was when we sold all our good players.
What players?
Well, our revenue's in the bottom half of the champion. It's just awful. It's just really poor.
So you need to sort your house in order before you make any.
Well, we can't
playoff
sign anyone. That's the thing.
pushes.
Gary Monk.
So he's doing a miracle, really.
Yeah,
Miracle.
well, he's got a load of players who are not on a lot of wage.
I was
Um,
hoping Gary Monk could
That's the thing. Villa still riding off being in the Premier League, still getting that promotion, relegation payoff.
No, the parachute payments.
Yeah, you can
Just
sign
this season,
people.
It's one last season.
It's
You're still-
so
you'll
likely
get there.
that we are going to get screwed over by financial fair
If you
play.
get minus
So
15.
even if we have a good season, we'll probably end up 15th because we'll get a minus 10 or something, which is
I had minus 20, which is
I've also heard minus 20. But I can very much see the powers that be waiting for us to be in a all right position and make sure they'll give us a point deduction. That means we won't get relegated. Because if Blues get relegated because of financial fair play, there'll be a lot of backlash.
There'd be anger, yeah. There
A
should
lot
be.
of backlash.
your 5 fans will be so angry.
Whereas I'm just gonna ignore Joe.
Newton Corner. We are.
Whereas if we go from 9th to 15th at the end of the season, you know, who cares? We've taken the hit.
Well,
That's what I love and hate about West Brom is we never have financial issues. We run quite well.
Family
But-
club.
Family.
We are run really well, but we
Under the
don't
radar.
Family
spend,
club.
we
Under
don't
the radar, we
spend
just plod
ridiculous
along.
amounts on average players
Yeah.
like Villa have done in the past.
It's a
I don't
pain.
know what
It's
you're
a
talking
pain in our owners. I mean, first we had Carlson Young, who had to sell it off from prison because he was just using us for money laundering, which is brilliant.
My boy.
And then we got some new mysterious Asian owners who clearly don't know anything about football.
Are we all owned by Asian? Oh, apart from
Not anymore.
Villa, yeah.
Dr. Tony's out the door.
So,
Another of my
Also
heroes.
by-
Yeah.
But in Gary, they seem to have finally appointed someone who knows what he's doing. Is able to work. I think he's better working with lower budgets because.
Yeah, he's a bit of a
Teams
Steve
managed,
Bruce or
yeah,
a
Leeds and
Neil
Middlesbrough.
Warner.
But where
Can't
you'll get
really
fed
do
up
well.
at one point, obviously maybe not in the very
Yeah.
near future, but at some point, if you don't crack on and don't obviously sign, if you can't sign players that you want,
Surely there's only
Um,
so many seasons you can just sit.
exactly.
Yeah, I was really hoping he'd get the Stoke job. I think he deserves it. He's they went for that.
So happy the Luton managers.
Yeah,
They've lost
it's-
both his games so
yeah.
far.
He's awful. That was an
Stoke
awful
all
appointment.
over the place.
Why?
Shocking.
Like Rowett, he's not going to get you promoted and he plays awful football. But why would you? Nathan Jones is a nobody. Like
No, but
He's
no,
up
really
and
well
coming.
suited.
He's
Young-
not nobody. He's
He's a
up
young
and coming.
English manager.
it's a risk. Like it could make the Stoke management team look like a genius or like a awful.
Well, he hasn't
awful-
started off well, has he? I think he's lost his first
No,
two games.
he hasn't had a honeymoon period like Dino did.
Yeah.
Which
Very
is
irritating.
relatively over.
Just on that note, Stoke, well done for losing the FA Cup game. It means I now can't go to the next round because Shrewsbury have a tiny little tin pot stadium in the middle of nowhere, and I'm not going to get a ticket. And I'm really annoyed about it. So that's all I have to say about that.
Yeah, but you.
Off your chest.
Poor you, Greg. Poor you.
The FA Cup's not all it's made out to be, mate. We lost 4-0.
Said someone who's out of it, so.
Yeah.
Are you telling me if you hadn't won the FA Cup that year, you wouldn't be banging on about it right now?
If we'd have won the FA Cup that year, we'd have.
It would have been the greatest competition. I mean,
Well, in fact, I don't think Villa. I'm pretty sure Villa haven't won it in like 60 years.
Villa produced one of the worst performances in a cup
FA Cup
final
final, yeah.
ever seen. You didn't have a shot on target
Unbelievable.
against
Yeah.
Arsenal.
You-
You just
you-
got truly battered.
You double up as an Arsenal fan, don't you? So I bet that was a really nice
Yeah,
day
I
for
do
you.
support Arsenal a little bit, and
That was a really good day for you
it
then.
was a brilliant day. I was there, and it was fantastic.
didn't go to the game myself, but I managed to get a programme as a nice little memory of Villa losing.
And they were just dreadful.
It's on my
I mean,
shelf at home.
Arsenal at that point had a really nice team. I mean, that was when Sanchez was in his prime.
Walcott scored.
Walcott
like he always
scored.
does against
Giroud
Villa.
was banging them in. Ozil.
I think it's harsh to say the FA Cup isn't magic though, because I
It's
think
amazing.
that-
The best Villa game I've been to is when we beat Liverpool 2-1 at Wembley.
Yeah,
That's
that must have been good.
that was
Must have been very good.
my boy Grealish, Delph, Benteke.
Again, Grealish did nothing that day.
He ran the show. Right, let's get the highlights up.
No, I'm not. I'm really not that bothered.
Have you not got a DVD of it? I'm surprised, mate.
Who have you got next then, Max?
Well, Norwich.
Norwich and
yeah.
Swansea away, which are tough
Which
games.
you're not looking forward to.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing how we do against big clubs.
Oh, we're not calling Norwich a big club, are we?
Well, sorry, I don't mean big clubs. I mean clubs in front.
Promotion.
I've muted the video.
Promotion
So
chasers.
I don't. I honestly don't care.
we don't get copyrighted. But,
If we get 4 points from that,
Just gonna watch.
I'm dreaming of playoffs. I will be dreaming of playoffs.
100%.
For those of you who can't see what's going on right now, Joe is producing his laptop to turn around and show everyone the video of Jack Grealish running around.
so he's
aimlessly.
number 40 at this point, young Jack.
I don't want to watch it.
Oh right. So
Joe, this isn't good podcast material. We're watching.
No,
At
I
the
know,
minute we're
but-
watching Coutinho score. Is
this can be like a so it's like Villa's football company react to so here we go, throw in. My boy Fabian.
Oh, it's
Nothing
good
We're gonna have to
football.
Here's-
commentate. You're gonna have to commentate.
here's
Here we go.
Grealish.
Grealish down the left.
Grealish.
Do you want to watch
Cut
it
inside.
longer?
Grealish,
About
Delph,
30
Delph,
seconds
edge of the
in.
box.
Benteke.
So Grealish.
They're the
Keeper.
ball. They're the three.
Keeper's got to be doing better there.
So they're the three.
Timmy Sherwood.
Oh
what
my
a
god,
fraud.
there's a man who I hate. Tim
I
Sherwood.
loved Tim.
What a dick.
He's a prick, isn't he, Timmy
Right.
Sherwood?
So
Dreadful
then
man.
the second goal. So looking at Delph again. Plays Benteke.
I forgot how good Delph was for you.
Grealish.
Oh, that's filth.
Here he is.
Here he is, go on.
Man of
Cuts
Slate's
inside.
in.
You are playing okay here. I do remember seeing
He
that.
gets the-
yeah.
so-
That's a
Grealish
good
is-
finish by Dow.
Grealish, Delph, and Benteke
It's Delph
ran the
back,
show.
really.
Those three
Yeah.
ran the show. Right. So
I did like watching Benteke when he was a
he was
footballer. I don't know what he is now. He's just
Yeah,
a
he's
bench warmer, isn't
He's
he?
better than Abraham, that's for sure. I'd have him
Of
over
course, he is.
Abraham.
He had that one season where he was just incredible.
2 seasons.
2 seasons.
I really
I
like
only remember
Christian
because on
Benteke.
FIFA he had about 17 informs,
Christian.
I think. But
I just remember when
Hashtag come home.
I just remember when we were so bad, and he single-handedly we drew 3-3 to QPR, and he just scored a hat trick.
Yeah, I remember
he
that
was
game.
so good.
Right, I'm fed up with Villa now.
Yeah,
Have you said everything about
I've
Blues?
said everything about Blues. Yeah,
So we're going to
Move
talk
on to
about.
Albion.
talk about the baggies.
I thought we actually had a mixed bag of results since I last spoke, but looking back at them, and
Some
we
good
actually
results.
did okay. So we beat Sheffield United 2-1 away. Then thrashed Rotherham 4-0. Beat Wigan 2-0. Drew with Sheffield Wednesday 1-1. Which, can I say, Jay Rodriguez got sent off that game, and it's one of the worst decisions I've ever seen at the Hawthorns, and that says something because
What was he sent off
Hand
for?
of God was a couple of weeks before. He was sent off for a stamp on a player, and he hurdled him and accidentally caught him as he went to jump over him, and the referee gave him a straight red. It got rescinded straight away.
Yeah.
It's an awful decision. Anyway, then we lost to Wigan, which wasn't very good. We lost to Blackburn. Sorry, lost to Blackburn.
You beat Wigan.
We beat Wigan like normal clubs do. They beat Wigan.
We've established Wigan as shit.
And then just at the weekend, we drew with Norwich after leading until, again, quite late on.
That 84th minute, I think it was.
Yeah,
Which is
Jordan Rhodes came on and...
Going into that game, though, you take a point from Norwich, don't you?
Yeah, no, it was at home, and we'd beat Norwich earlier in the season, so I was hoping for a win. And then Dwight Gale scored in the 12th minute, so I was thinking, let's push on. It's as soon if you don't get the 2-goal against one of the teams, was it Nottingham Forest? They got overturned a 2-goal.
Yeah, they were 3-0 up.
These are crazy games while we've been away, but involving Leeds and Norwich mainly.
Some mental games.
That Blackburn game with Leeds was ridiculous.
Yeah.
That was mad, yeah. Their keeper, you see that? The Blackburn keeper ran the whole length of the pitch to celebrate when he thought they'd scored the winner.
Yeah.
Only to then concede 2. And then it's fantastic.
That was the same day Norwich did. They had a.
Yeah, that was the.
Did they have 2 or 1 in stoppage time? They
I think
had 2. They had one 90 plus 4th and one 90 plus 7th or something.
Yeah, I remember it was after the added time should have ended.
That would be on the 3rd, and we just won, and then the results come. Well, the scores come in, and Leeds and Norwich are both losing. So we thought, sick, we're making up ground. And then on the way, as you're walking out the stadium back to the car, you see the phone, and both Leeds and Norwich both won somehow.
That was the day we beat Swansea 1-0, and I was like, come on, we're going to make some ground.
And it just didn't happen.
But
yeah, it's really annoying the Norwich West Brom result, a draw, because it's allowed Sheffield United to move up to the 2nd, which is a really false position for them, I think.
They're not very good. Everyone's not very good.
I just don't know who's going to go up. I have no
clue.
No
one is that good.
Yeah.
Leeds are probably the best.
Leeds are going
West Brom aren't even that good. Villa aren't even that good.
I can see next season being one of those in the Premier League where all 3 just go down. All 3 that come up.
I'm not confident West Brom go up, they will stay up. I'm not confident.
We've said about that, though. It's easier to stay in the league
so
than
easy
to get up.
Look who's going to stay up this year, like in the Premiership.
Last season,
someone bad's going to stay up.
All 3 of the promoted teams stayed up. And I reckon that actually no, I don't think that Cardiff are staying up.
The bottom 3 now is Newcastle, Fulham, Huddersfield. So that means
Huddersfield are down.
I didn't realise how far Huddersfield were away from
Huddersfield
safety.
They're crap.
They are awful.
They're down.
And we lost to them.
They're down, and they've got rid of the manager who knows their club best.
Yeah.
I think whether they
Who are
could.
they going to appoint?
Yeah. Pardew probably.
Allardyce.
Don't do that.
Allardyce.
That's who they won.
Or Moyes.
I heard they ruled out Allardyce.
Yeah, they did roll out.
That's not sensible. But yeah, so West Brom, we have Bolton this Monday.
Winnable.
Who really wants to be Huddersfield manager? You're going to go down. Okay. It's just going to be a stain. Sorry.
No, don't worry.
Gary Rowett.
Rowett.
I mean, it's a terrible decision if they put him, but
I don't think you want to.
No one want to. There's no quality in that team whatsoever. Maybe Billing is a good player.
And Moy.
But he's injured.
Moy's injured.
Apart from that, no class striker. Okay
Jonathan
defence.
Hogballer.
Yeah. So they're down.
One of our own.
Huddersfield will go down. Huddersfield will go down, and they won't ever go back up.
Good. Keep them going.
Yeah.
Nice. As soon as Brighton go down as well, that'll be really
Can we get
nice.
Cardiff and Burnley out of the league as well?
Cannot believe Burnley got Europe.
I love the
season.
fact how bitter we are on this
And I
podcast
would
towards
say-
most teams in the league.
I would say
Some
Bournemouth
have been
as
better
well.
than us. That's why. Apart from Wolves.
I
I
love
would say
Eddie
Bournemouth as
Howe,
well, but I quite like Eddie Howe.
Yeah.
I quite like
Oh,
a lot of their players.
give me that.
They have
Why do
got.
you not like Eddie Howe?
Tin Pot. Tin Pot.
The team is Tim Pot.
The club's
The club,
Tin
I mean,
Pot.
the club.
The club is Tim Pot.
The fans
but their
are Tim
team
Pot.
of players. Wilson's a
I like Bournemouth at the moment.
cool team. They're a
I
good
really
team.
like them.
The Cherries.
The Cherries.
Anyway,
So,
I've
yeah.
decided now that West Brom are going to go up. That's my promotion.
I
Really?
think West
Yeah,
Brom
I
most likely.
I think
I'm
they're the-
Even with
I'm surprised-
no Barnes.
Well, that is the big news of the period, isn't it, for you? It's Harvey Barnes going. We spoke briefly about it.
Yeah, it's really, really sad because he's exactly one of those players who drifts in and out of games, but when he's there, he makes a difference.
You're Jack Grealish.
Yeah, but 10 times better.
Oh.
And you won't cry about it.
And I
for
don't cry if
15
he's gone,
episodes.
exactly. I'm not going to keep going on about him either.
No,
Joe, you just need to look at the stats this season.
Stats mean nothing, mate.
Oh,
They
come
don't.
on.
You've got to be able
Mean
to
nothing.
just
You
watch
bring out more
football.
stats than all of us combined.
Well, I don't. But
No, I agree. Watching a player is much more important than the stats.
Just watch him play. If you watched Jack Grealish for a season, you'd all say the same thing. Because if you watch football, you can just can't appreciate like the difference he makes. It's like
players are aware of what's around him.
Yeah,
He's one of those. He's a good footballer. I agree.
I'm not
creates
debating
space
that
for
Jack
others.
Grealish isn't a good footballer. I'm saying Harvey Barnes is better than him this season.
Barnes
by far.
Barnes was outplayed by Anwar El Ghazi. El Ghazi was the best winger on that pitch.
For one game.
But Barnes is just fast. Grealish, without fail, beats his man every time. You've seen it.
Can I just
If
say?
he doesn't beat his man, he gets fouled.
So 2 goals and 4 assists this season for Grealish. Compared to I don't
He
even
does
know
have
what
a
Harvey
poor
Barnes
end
got.
product.
He got 9 goals and something like 6,
If
7
Grealish
assists.
could get an end product, he'd be
no, but he
As an
scored.
attacking player, what
Premier
more
League
do you
player.
want?
Right,
I don't understand.
Just fine. If the stat existed where past 2 assists, it'd be. I bet he's got the most in the league.
Assist of an assist, but it just doesn't exist, and it hasn't ever existed for one reason, because it's a useless stat.
I disagree. Connor
creates
Cody's
sense.
little spray ball is what creates most chances for Wolves.
Laporte's
If you don't
pass against
watch-
you to Sane.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly,
talking
yeah.
about assists of assists.
Because Grealish will pick the ball up in his own half, dribble past Jake Livermore or Gareth Barry, then he'll pass it out to the wingers. He'll have space because the fullback and the centre back half have been drawn in by Grealish. Then the winger will cross it in. Oh my God, Abraham's got an open goal. He wouldn't have got.
And
It's
he
just
misses.
common sense. If Jack Grealish
Obviously he misses.
that's what I mean. If Jack Grealish gives it to an awful player, nothing will happen. So you don't win. So it's awful. Whereas Harvey Barnes, instead of him giving it to a good player, he is a good player.
Do you
He can
think
put it away.
Grealish would be able to do what he does in the Premier League?
Yes, he did it in the Premier League.
He didn't do it in the Premier League.
The thing is,
You've just pulled up a clip of when he ran the game, and all I saw was Fabian Delph doing something.
Fabian Delph, Benteke and Grealish were the reason we won that game. You need all 3.
Another one of my boys, Fabian. Love that man.
Anything else to say about West Brom, Rafe? Let's stop talking about Grealish. I think.
Yeah, I was going to talk more about Harvey Barnes, but
Just going to
Talk
drop
loads
in
about Harvey
onto
Barnes.
West Brom a little bit. I'm just looking at their fixtures now. You have got a really,
got a running coming
really
up.
big
Really?
run of
yeah,
games.
big running coming up.
So
What is it,
the
Greg?
next
Borough,
run of
Stoke?
games, you've got Bolton is the first one.
Yeah.
We're going to ignore that because Bolton are shit. Right.
We'll lose.
Then Middlesbrough are home.
Yeah.
Stoke away.
Yeah.
Big
Go
dog.
into that.
Forest at home.
Yeah.
Villa away.
Go into that.
QPR away.
Go.
Sheffield United at home. Leeds away.
It's huge.
Wow.
Huge.
Uh,
Season defining.
You need
It is.
Barnes.
All of those are top 10 teams apart from Stoke, but we agree Stoke are kind of one of those teams who on their
They
day.
can show up.
Yeah, and
They
it's
can beat
it's
anyone.
on the telly. It's for them. It's one of their bigger games of the season, isn't it?
100%.
It's it's a bit of feistiness
It's
involved.
a huge running we've got coming up. I'm really excited for it. I'm going to most of those. It's going to be fantastic. Well, it could be awful because we could lose and drop out of the playoffs.
Yeah.
I'm surprised the Villa game's at 3:00. Is that not seen as a derby or?
Yeah, it's a derby, but like
It'll probably get moved by Sky.
It's
Close
already
to
in
the
the
time.
period where it
Depends.
shouldn't.
Well,
It can't be
Stoke-
changed now because it's 5
Villa
weeks.
are mid-table, it won't get moved because nobody will want to watch it.
The other thing about Harvey Barnes is I really hope he scores against Wolves.
Yeah, that'd be good.
That would be so funny.
That'd be really
This
nice, yeah.
weekend.
I'd quite like that.
Scores a hat-trick or something.
Pulls up a top,
Yeah, yeah.
boing on it.
Or just like shushes the Wolves.
Oh yeah,
fans.
I'd really like that as well.
To be fair, Ben Foster earlier in the season he did that
Oh, he was
basically
going
the exact
for it,
same thing. He was going absolutely mental at full time. He just
Legend.
turns around to the South Bank. He's like,
Legend. Albion.
and then at the end of the game he was like doing it all into the crowd like, "Ugh, come on Watford.
He supports Albion, that's why. He's
Oh
an Albion
god,
legend.
he's
Yeah.
a
You know
Warwick.
he's from Leamington, yeah?
Yeah, he's a Warwick fan, mate.
A Warwick
Racing
fan.
Club Warwick. He's not an Albion fan.
Well, he claimed to be and then left us, so I don't care anymore.
I swear he used to say he was a Birmingham fan anyway. So
He's got
They all do that, don't
Ben
they?
Foster's a quality player. You know he's got.
He's so good.
he does
He's-
bits for my fantasy team.
yeah.
He gets so many save bonuses.
He's
Incredible.
so good.
fantastic.
He's 5 saves off Petr Cech, and obviously Petr Cech's retired for the most saves since his debut. He's
Wow.
made 1,001 saves since his debut.
That's
Which he's always played for
And
teams
Pe-
where he's going to have to make a lot of
And
saves.
Petr Cech's made 1,006. And
Can you
obviously
imagine
Petr
how many
Cech's not
saves that
playing.
he made for Albion last year?
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly.
Incredible.
Yeah. He kept us in games and then...
Shame he doesn't care about you because he left.
Yeah, I think, honestly, something happened over the summer because they let go Jakob and Macaulay, who are stalwarts of the team as well, and I don't think Foster liked that. Like, something happened in the management that made these players leave. They didn't want to hang around.
Speaking
We
of
got
West-
in this technical director for the summer from Fenerbahce, and then he just left after the summer, and something must have happened because Ben Foster literally before it happened pledged his allegiance to us.
Just looking at your team, the starting 11, you played Brunt, Barry and Harper as your midfield.
Yeah, we did, because Morrison and Phillips were both injured. Barnes was gone.
That is the most mediocre midfield I've ever heard.
Yeah, Raheem Harper's a good young player.
I'm sure he is, but Chris Brunt is woeful.
Does a job.
And also Robson Kanu in your team.
Yeah, and we
Brunt's the reason the hand of Rod happened. It was his ball to Phillips. Just saying.
The
Well,
assist
that's
of the assist.
Yeah. The crucial assist of the assist.
So I can make a claim that Chris Brunt is like one of the best players in the league.
No.
Wonder the left foot.
The reason he scored is because he put the winger through.
But you could say that about anyone. Hagazi could have passed to Brunt. You could say we scored because Hagazi pushed the ball forward.
No.
But defenders
It's the killer
always push
pass.
the ball.
It's the killer pass. They make the killer pass.
The killer pass is the assist, and that's why it's called the assist, and that's why
Wingers cross.
people look at the stats.
Wingers are always going to get more assists than Grealish.
No, that's not right.
That's not true.
Depends
Barnes
how you play.
But you've
'cause
got Tammy Abraham in the middle. You're not going to... Rarely will he be put through on goal, clean through, by like a...
Well, then Jack Grealish needs to start scoring more goals.
Yeah, but in again, thinking about Arsenal and Ozil, I'm thinking that you're considering Ozil the same sort of thing.
That's true.
And Ozil played, and he had Giroud up top. He was very similar.
Still managed to
Tammy.
assist.
And Ozil was the one who got the assist because he can make that pass.
pretty sure I've seen Arsenal make claims about assist to the assist for Ozil as
Yeah,
well. to be
I've
fair.
seen because they're very similar players, and also because Arsenal are dreadful wingers. They had Walcott, and I can't remember who played a few seasons.
Probably
before. Sanchez,
Iwobi.
who can't pass. He just
They
hits the
love
ball.
playing Alex Iwobi.
For some reason.
Academy product.
Yeah.
Just
Thinking of Arsenal left wingers,
Maitland
all three of
Niles,
those, Lucas
somebody weird
Podolski.
Arsenal.
I don't know
I'm
why.
going to say for West Brom versus Norwich, then our goal, Raheem Harper put the ball straight out to Mason Holgate, who then whipped it in and Gale scored. Fantastic from Raheem Harper, who has just been called mediocre by Greg. But he's only a young. It's his first start.
It's hard to describe what I'm saying. It's like...
No, because we understand
we
what you're
all
saying.
understand it.
No, because...
It is
It
a
makes sense
valid
to a
point.
certain point.
It's a valid point, but calling him the best player in the championship because he gets a lot of assists to the assists.
I think if there was like a draft, we can do this for the debate actually.
I'd actually quite like to do this.
If there's a championship draft, so all the players there, who are you taking with the first pick?
That should be our debate.
Well, it's 3:10 now, so we'll have a break and then get into the championship draft.
Fantastic.
Hello and welcome to the annual Millers Football Championship Draft. So,
My list.
Rafe's been awarded the first pick in the draft. Who are you going to go for, and can you tell us why?
Yeah, it's a tricky one. I'm going for the goal scorer, and I'm stuck between Ruth and Gale. And so, because it's Midlands Company, I'll go Gale.
Why, Gale?
Just because he's proven
gone.
goal scorer.
Gale's the first off the board.
He's scored 14 goals so far.
That was going to be my first pick as well, sadly. So
yeah, Gale I'm happy with.
I'm having to think here because I am really struggling for who I actually think is a proper top player in the championship.
Mhm.
There just aren't many good players. Deary me. Can we have anyone?
Yeah.
Anyone on
Anyone.
loan as well?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Who's
Anyone
playing
who
in
plays
the
with
Champions
I
goals.
would like Mason Mount, please.
Shout.
Mason Mount is gone.
Oh, shout.
Who are you
I didn't
going
even
for?
think about.
Who are you going for, Max?
Pontus Janssen.
Shout.
Ooh.
You think he's a good player?
Of course, I love him.
Here we
I
go.
love
He's a
Pontus
passion
Janssen.
man.
I've got two picks: Grealish and Dak.
Grealish.
Oh, so it's a fair play.
What formation are you playing? Can you fit both?
Find
of
out
them?
in a minute.
You'll see, mate. I'm gonna
There's
have.
about 10 attacking midfielders in the goalie.
I mean, Grealish.
Surprised you haven't gone for El Mohammedi then, mate.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe James Bray.
Need a goalkeeper to be fair,
Max,
thinking
it's
about
you
a certain lad
Yeah,
from
easy.
Villa.
I'm gonna go Wilson.
Who? Oh,
Harry Wilson.
Harry
Derby.
Wilson. He's awful.
Well, now I'm having my goal scorer. Kmar Roof, come home.
Roof is gone.
The roof is on fire.
I'm going to throw McGinn in there.
Oh,
to run the
shit on
midfield.
him. Oh, that is disgusting.
He was gonna sit and hold behind Grealish and
Yeah,
Dak.
he's holding for me. Real nice. Should go for my goalkeeper, really.
Probably Butland.
No.
Don't-
He's
No
not
way.
that good. He's not
Who would
good.
you go for?
I'm thinking
Let's see.
Carson.
Scott Carson.
So I'm going to go for...
Wait, I haven't done
He hasn't done
Oh,
his second
yeah.
one
He
yet.
hasn't officially declared that Scott Carson's
I
coming
think
home.
what, Carson or Krul?
I'll be reject.
I think
I'll be
Krul's probably
reject.
better.
I think
Tim
I'm
Krul's
gonna go
dodgy.
Krul. I think he's dodgy, but he's playing well.
Oh, Jesus, that's a terrible decision.
Tim Krul.
There's so many... Well, I'm going to have the best left back in the league then. Barry Douglas, welcome back.
Oh, dear.
That's another waste.
That's not a waste. He's fantastic. When you got that in your team, he's guaranteed 10 assists all season. Filth.
I want him. Yeah, I do. Jukovic.
Oh my god.
We're scraping the barrel already.
I'm going
I'm not scraping the barrel. That was one of my main picks.
Joe Allen, holding behind Grealish and Dak.
Oh.
The Welsh chavvy.
You're really going midfield heavy here, mate.
Yeah,
It's a weak midfield. They're going to get bullied in the Championship.
I agree.
behave, mate. No one's going to be able to touch them.
Yeah, you win the most fouled award. Well done.
Slap Leon Clark in there as well, maybe, mate.
Leon Clark.
Maybe little Alan Judge.
Alan Judge. What baller.
And then I'm thinking, ain't nobody like Joe Lolly.
Oh, that's a great shout, to be fair.
I was going to go Lolly.
Well, it's only a matter of time before he goes to Villa, to be honest, in my opinion.
He's a Villa fan.
Exactly.
He's coming home. So that midfield, Grealish, Dak, Lolly going forward. Mate, I could play up front for that team and score 15.
Che. If I've got you, I've got
Wow.
to have Che. I just think they're so good together.
This is an awful team.
Individually,
That's the most tin-pot team.
individually, those two are not good players, but together they are
You'll score like
I
15
agree
goals
with you,
from
I agree.
corners and that's about it.
Jesus. Oh,
We
my
will be
Lord.
deadly on the counter with Uke winning it onto Che. Wilson will run into the box, bang, goal.
I mean, I'm laughing, but I have absolutely no idea.
The thing is,
my
with
team.
my next pick, I might just take Villa Park because it's an absolute fortress. I might not take a player.
Deary me. Right. I'm gonna have British Sambalonga, please.
Another awful one.
He's a bit average.
Right, so I need a foil for Gale. So I'm going to go Tammy.
Tammy and Gale.
And then I'm also going to go Ollie Norwood.
Because he gets promoted.
Because he's always
He does
up
get
there. He's
promoted,
always
He always
in the
gets promoted, but
playoffs.
he's not very good.
I'm
He
gonna
is, I think.
Tom Ince, please, on the wing.
Nice.
He's probably the
He's
best
a bit
winger in the
typical.
championship, I'd say.
So you going for Maxim Collin now, Max?
I was tempted. As you all know, he's the best right back in the Midlands and arguably the Championship. I'm joking there, he's not. I'm thinking goalkeeper, Pantilimon.
Shao.
I just love his height. I've got a very tall team.
Oh, in fact, I'm going to go Grzycki
Yeah, he's
on
a
the
good
right
player.
wing.
I just did have him.
Just waiting for Jared Bowen to pop up now.
Yeah,
In
I've
fact,
got
I'm not
Bowen
going
as well.
Grzycki, I'm going Bowen on
there
the
you go.
right wing. I've changed my mind. Because Lolly, Grealish, Dak, Alan, Bowen, so I've done my midfield. Neil Mopey, as my lone striker, battling away with them players behind him. I just think,
Yeah, it's not bad.
on to you, Max.
I don't know where
I think Pontus Jansson's the best. He's the championship's answer to Van Dijk.
He's such a passionate. He's not that good.
Pontus Jansson's magic. He's scored about 6 goals against Villa. No player scored more against Villa since we've been in the
To be fair, one thing I
Championship.
do respect Pontus Jansson for, I don't know if you've seen the celebrations when he scored a winner away at Norwich a few years ago.
He go crazy.
He went absolutely mental. He literally jumps feet first into the away end, just
Fantastic.
2 foot. This disabled fan. It's fucking hilarious.
I'm going to go Gibbs.
Yeah, I have to have him. Aidan Flynn.
Flynn.
He's a danger from corners. He had a very good season a couple of years ago for Bristol City. I think he's all right.
Right, I'm going to go Harry Wilson.
He's gone.
He's gone, mate.
He's
Has
gone.
he?
Yeah, I've got him.
There's no way he was being left out, mate.
Oh. Right, well, I'm going to go George Friend at one of the fullbacks.
Good man.
I'll go Krzyzewski then.
Back to me. Christ, it never stops, this thing. Mo Besic in midfielders.
Who are your two picks?
Besic.
Friend and Krzyzewski.
Friend and Brzezinski.
Those of you who don't know, I'm actually a big fan of Mo Besic. Something about him. I think he's a really good player. Just never
Yeah.
really got his chance at Everton.
He
when
was
in
quite
the
good.
I
Premier
should
League.
have picked Ben Pearson, shouldn't I? I'm a big fan of Ben Pearson.
Are you?
Yeah.
I remember you saying
Played for
actually.
Preston,
Yeah.
I really
Chester.
Not bad.
Yeah,
Not a bad
I don't mind
defender.
about that. I'm not fussed about
I
you.
think I'm going to go... Do you rate Higazi, Rafe?
Does anyone?
No. I'm going to go Mepham.
The guy's only 27.
The guy from Bournemouth. No,
Yeah,
Brentford,
So much. I thought he was
sorry.
like 34.
You know Mepham, the guy from
Yeah,
Brentford?
Bournemouth won him.
I'll
Or
take,
Southampton won him.
I'll take him. And then I'll also have... I think it's got to be Chukwueze. He is unbelievable.
True and
He's fast. He'll be in the United team soon.
He won't be, but I can see him playing for a lower
He can
Premier
play in
League.
the Premiership. He's
Maxime Collins still available. Just
Well, I've got a right back slot free.
Right back is such a problem area. I do not know who I'm going to pick.
I'm going to go for Livermore.
Yeah, fair enough.
Forgot about CR7.
CR7.
Callum Robinson.
how was Sheffield
Oh, wait, go,
United
go,
second
go.
in the league? Their team
okay.
is so average.
Where does your dome
It's
play?
yours, Greg.
Oh Christ, yeah. I'm gonna have Pablo Hernandez, please.
He's good, yeah.
Is he defender?
Getting on a bit.
I think he's probably. I can't think of any other attacking sort of left-sided players other than him. He can play on the left. Pablo
He can play on
Hernandez.
the left, yeah.
Don't mind
There's
that.
Velasquez still out.
Yeah, I like Hernandez. Hernandez was on my list. Yeah, thank God I'm going to go Higazi then. Because when Joe asked me if he's any good, I had to lie through my teeth and say no, because I really wanted him.
Oh, really?
Oh,
yeah.
Wow, that was good acting from Rafe. I
Higazi.
never would have thought.
And then Phillips.
It's fine.
Matty
I
Phillips.
got Mepham and Turin anyway, so.
And then Matty Phillips. I need to draw this out better.
Matt Phillips, yeah, that's a good player to have at wide, I suppose.
Greg?
Right.
I'm gonna have
back to you.
Max Aarons at right back, please. He's the Norwich right back. He's
shout.
doing very well.
I'm
Oh, the young one, yeah. He's
Oh,
really
there's so
good.
many Norwich players I could have got.
He's a
I
good. He's
really
a good
like,
player.
You know who I like? Todd Cantwell.
Do you? I've heard good things about him
Really
as well.
Todd Cantwell.
And on
He
the other
looks really
side,
good. They've got someone else, haven't they?
yeah, what's he called?
He's a young player.
What's the left back called? Jamal Lewis at Norwich,
Yeah.
good player as well. But I can't have him because I've gone for Max Aarons.
Is a
at right.
friend a left back or a right back?
George Friend's the left back.
Yeah, I put up.
Yep, your turn, Max.
Yeah.
Norwich have got quite a few players to be fair. Mo Leitner, he's doing alright this season apparently.
Yeah.
Another assisted the assist.
Do you
player.
see Mo? Every time Mo Leitner scores, somebody has to body slam him. Have you seen their celebrations?
No.
He scored 2 or 3 goals this season, and every time, I don't know, I think the first one was by accident, somebody threw him to the ground when they were celebrating, and the next 2 times he scored, and somebody has come up to him, like one of the Norwich players, and body slammed him.
What is
really,
that?
really weird.
That's a bit random to be fair.
It's funny though.
Yeah, that's not bad. Who have you guys got in goal by the way?
I've got
I haven't
Krul.
got a goalkeeper.
Yeah, I'm
Has anyone taken Carvalho?
João Carvalho?
Yeah.
Joe was looking at
I was looking at him, but I went Lolly.
Okay, I will go for him.
Max
please.
went Pantilimon as well, Greg.
Yeah.
Carvalho, please.
I'm going to go Saidi Janko, the Forest right back. I'm going from Porto. And I need a left back or a goalie. Because I know no one's going to take Kalinic, who I'm taking eventually, but I'm not going to take him now. So I need a left back.
Hamady.
I don't want Krul anymore. Can I revoke Krul?
No,
He's
mate.
been drafted, mate.
Could you guess who scored? Who did the player ratings?
Yeah.
Can you guess who's got the highest rating this season in Championship?
Come on.
Grealish.
No, I don't.
Grealish is 10th.
In what?
Who's got the highest rating? Who scored? Who did the player ratings? Who's got the highest average rating this season in the Championship?
I'd imagine Kemar Roof.
He's not in the top 10.
Wow.
I'll just go through the top 10 quickly because it's quite interesting.
Yeah.
First is Jukovic,
Wow.
7.87. Then Liam Cooper, Pablo Hernandez, Norwood, Pontus Jansson's 5th, Shotton. Then Pedersen, the Blues'
Wow.
left back. Don't know why
They
he's
bum
there.
him.
Tammy, Matt Phillips, Grealish.
Matt Phillips.
Matt Phillips is 9th. Yeah, so 2 Blues players in there.
Whose
That's
turn is it,
crazy.
by the way? Sorry.
To me, I'm in an hour about the left back.
Yeah,
I have no idea who to take.
This is why I took Barry Douglas early doors. Quality footballer. Like I say, I've got a few Leeds players in my team actually.
Yeah. I mean, I might stick to my Brentford roots and go Rico Henry, but I'm unsure. He's more of a,
Rico Henry.
He's more of a like.
Does
raw.
he get in their team?
No, he's more of a raw. In fact, they play. We were in for a what's his name? It's like Brentford left back. It's like Barbet or something like that.
Like I say, the young lad Jamal Lewis at Norwich is a good left back. So
Mhm.
if you'd be struggling,
Have you not got him?
no, I went for Max Aarons on instead.
Jamal Lewis.
Really rate him. They do.
Yeah, 20. Yeah, he played really well against Villa actually. So I'll go Jamal Lewis then.
Jamal Lewis. Is
Yeah.
that both of yours done?
Yeah, I've only got a goalkeeper left now.
Nice.
Um,
Is this your last position, Max, or have you got?
no, I've got 2 more
Two
left.
more, okay.
I've got a centre mid and a right back.
Mate, if I were
Good
you, I'd-
player,
I'd
mate,
like-
good
if
player.
I were you, Max, I can't believe he's still on the board. Leroy Fer, still out there.
That was a bit of.
I mean, Joey, that's who we
Like I was
talking
saying, I'd have gone for that other lad.
And yeah,
Klitsch
I agree with
as
you.
well, so
It was going to be Fur or Norwood, and then Norwood's gone.
it's Leroy Fer.
Leroy Fur for me.
I'm gonna throw in Liam Cooper, please.
Always unsure with Leroy Fur. He always gets his chance in the Premier League, and he's been relegated
Messes it
3
up,
times.
yeah.
Yeah. Funny, he's not a bad player. He's he's got all the physical characteristics to be a
Yeah.
good centre midfielder.
I'm really
Who'd
struggling
you
here,
go
boys.
for, Greg?
I went for Liam Cooper. He's not taken, is he?
No.
Fantastic.
Right, well, I've got right back and a centre back left, and so I can't find any right back, so I'm going to go Holgate, because he's actually played okay for us so far. And he's Premier League quality.
Fair enough.
He was playing for Everton last season. And then centre back, I really, really can't think.
Tell you what, one lad I was thinking about, Bruno Martins Indy. He's playing at left back for Stoke at the moment.
I was thinking about
Gary
that.
Rout's been mucking around with that team. He's not a bad footballer.
He's a
international, isn't he?
yeah. Because I was thinking Shaw, Cross Williams, or Martins Indy.
Played in the Champions League for Porto 3 years ago.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Martins Indy. Right, that's my team done then. I'll tell you.
Are you?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
my
we'll
team
go.
done.
Well, I'll throw myself a keeper in then, don't I? Who's a good goalkeeper in this league? I'm not going for Darren Randolph. I'm not
I
quite
think he's
sure.
the best out of the bad
Randolph
bunch.
is very good actually. If you don't take him on.
I'm surprised Joe's not going to go for Johnston.
No, Agent Johnston, mate. He can only play well if he's got a John Terry in front of him.
I actually might go for the Ipswich keeper because I actually rate this lad, Bilikowski. I know a lot of
I think
people.
that's crazy, man.
He's slightly odd.
Kind of a relegation seed keeper in your ultimate team.
Well,
I've seen him make mistakes.
Yes, keepers have good seasons even when the team's playing badly in front of them. Who other keepers are there in the league? Just throw me some names.
Peacock Farrell.
We'll just go through the top six. Dean
Peacock
Henderson,
Farrell, Carson,
United,
Dean
Sheffield
Henderson,
United's keeper.
Johnston, and then
Well,
there's like
Fuller's
Lee
goalie,
Camp. Who's Bristol
Kalinic.
City's?
The highest average ratings, the top 5. Mainpa, is that how you pronounce it? Bristol City's keeper. Lee Camp, Darren Randolph, Joe Lumley, Mark Rodak.
Joe Lumley's QPR, isn't he?
Joe Lumley's QPR. Then Pantilimon, Butland.
It's a shame because I really like that lad Alex Smithies, who was a QPR before. He was a bit
Where's
of a
he
penalty merchant. I don't know where he's gone, to be honest, but
Maybe he's still there.
he's not still there. I've just looked,
No.
sadly. I also like Kieran Westwood, the
Yeah,
Sheffield
he plays
Wednesday
for
keeper.
Cardiff. Smithy's on the bench.
Wow.
Is he? Okay.
Kieran
well,
Westwood's a shout. I'll still go down Randolph, mate.
I think he's good.
I'm not a fan of Darren Randolph. This is the thing. That's why I'm hesitating with him.
Wow.
I think
He's Premier League quality, yeah. He is.
Right, we're gonna have that other lad, the Sheffield Wednesday keeper. What's his name?
Westwood.
Yeah, Westwood.
Wow.
Okay, my final position. I feel like the stars have aligned a bit here. Final position, right back.
Name speaks. Well, there are two you can choose. El Mohammedi's available as well, of course.
I think there's only one player Max is going for.
Maxime Collin.
Jesus.
The handsomest,
The handsomest man in the championship.
best earlier is in there. Awful footballer,
footballer, but he's just so handsome.
God.
You look
Yeah.
at him and just have to put him in the team.
He's not just a pretty face, trust me.
That's
Joey?
my team done.
Randolph, please.
Yeah.
Right,
I'll
should we
go
go through our
first.
teams then? Rafe, do you want to go first?
Okay, so I've got.
What's formation?
It's kind of like a. It's a pikey 4-4-2 really, but it's
the
flexible.
championship.
It's a bit
It's all right.
flexible. It's a bit flexible.
Mm.
So Krul in goal, Holgate, Martins Indy, Higazi, Friend, and then Norwood and McGinn like sitting, and then it's an attacking 4 of Phillips, Gale, Abraham, Grzycki.
I'm not sure Abraham fits in that team.
No, he's playing off like. He's got 2 good
So what
wingers.
style of play is that playing? Is it down the wings?
Yeah,
They won't concede much.
No, they won't.
They
it's
will.
like Gale off Abraham.
Tell me that defence again. Tim Krul, dodgy as hell.
Then Holgate, Martins Indy, Higazi, Friend.
The problem with Tim Krul, right, is you're remembering Tim Krul of Newcastle.
No,
when he
because
was
I thought he was dodgy at the start of the season, but he's
dodgy.
He's been pulling off some good saves.
Did you
recently.
see the goals he conceded against you earlier in the season?
Yes, they were awful. Yeah.
Oh my god. That guy cannot be anywhere near a dream team. You've also put Higazi in there, who
Yeah.
can't defend, in my opinion.
Or he can.
Dodgy player. You Mason Holgate.
Yeah.
He's not bad, to be fair.
Yeah, he's good. Martins Indy's good.
Yeah, he's
and then
not-
George Friend is.
He's a
best of the
standard-
bad bunch.
I mean, compared to my defence, it's actually pretty same.
yours?
Obviously, I've got. So I go through the team. Kieran Westwood in goal. Not bad keeper. I'd say so myself. And then left to right, Barry Douglas, best left back in the league.
Right.
That's it. That alone makes the defence the best defence out of all of us because I've got such a good player. Aidan Flint, that man at corners. Oh, you can't do anything
I'm
other.
unconvinced.
Liam Cooper, captain.
Captain.
Liam Cooper's dodgy, mate. He
Captain.
doesn't get Leeds team.
He plays every week.
No,
He's
yeah,
not been
they-
playing last few because he's been
They
injured.
play Jansen and Calvin Phillips.
Phillips midfielder. It's only because he's been injured for a couple of weeks.
Who's next?
And Max Aaron's on the right.
I do like Aaron's.
And then in midfield, I'm playing a 4-1-2-1-2. So the holding player is Mo Besic. Covering the
Nice.
ground.
Yeah, good player.
Yep. 2 wingers. Pablo Hernandez. Tom Ince. Tom Ince, by the way.
Thomas is awful.
No, Tom Ince is the best
Tom
winger in the
Ince is
championship. He is the best
No,
winger in the
he's not.
championship.
Such a bang average.
Who's the best? Who's a better winger in the championship than him?
Well, Matt Phillips is better
Both,
than him.
all
by
4
far.
of Villa's wingers.
Grzycki's better. Who have you got at wingers?
I've got Bowen and Joe Lolly.
Both better. Your other winger is better than him.
He's
No,
not the best
Tom
winger.
Ince is
Hernandez
top
is
player.
better than Ince. Oh my word! If you don't
No,
do
Ince is
that.
better than Hernandez. Ince is
Are
a good
you
footballer.
joking?
I think it's better
Oh,
than
just
Hernandez.
carry on with your
joking?
team. Carry on with your team.
I've also
I
got
prefer
Mason
Ireland,
Mason
but-
Mount in behind. Oh, I think is a fantastic footballer.
I
So,
also think overrated.
Well, they're not doing that well, Derby.
I
Mate,
think
but
Mason
Mason
Mount's
Mount's a top footballer.
He's not.
I think he's top.
Not
Out of
Dak.
all the players in
Not
these,
Grealish, Dak.
teams, he's the
Oh,
one
he's
who's
He's in
most likely to
Wilson's
make
shadow
it.
as well at Derby.
I think he's the one of the players in these players we've got written down.
Dak's not on the same level as the likes of Grealish, Barnes, Dak. He's not on that level. He's not in that league.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, he's up there.
I
He's-
think Wilson's much better than him.
Wilson is better than him.
He's in your team, isn't he?
Yeah.
And then who have you got up front?
Kamal Roof and Britta Sombalonga.
It's alright.
It's okay.
Pace.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Sombalonga's a little bit of a weird one to be honest. I wasn't
Just
really
fast.
sure who else I was going for.
Yeah.
I was tempted to go for Che Adams, but
Could've
then I
gone
saved
Peaky.
the space for I left it because I wanted to get Barry Douglas in there so much because he's so good. 10 assists a season, oh,
Quality
unbelievable. And when you're banging in free kicks all the time, just
Mm.
simple as. So Max,
Right, my team is a 4-4-2 blue style. Pantilimon and net, the lanky fella.
Not bad.
This team will be
Crone's
unstoppable.
mistakes though. He conceded 5 against Villa.
Yeah, but he was good in the Premier League for
I like
Sunderland. Was he playing?
when
for
you're
Sunderland?
is he 6'9"? Is he?
No,
He's so
8,
ridiculous,
he's very
yeah.
tall.
You-
This,
you-
this team will be unstoppable at set pieces.
Aidan Flint,
Um,
mate, trust me.
Then Gibbs left back, Premier League experience. Janssen captain. Chester next to him, and then the handsomest man in the Championship, Colin.
I mean, if you take out Colin, that's actually a good
Yeah,
defence.
good defence, yeah.
Yeah.
Then,
Then a holding two of Livermore and Leroy Fur.
nice.
Again,
Is Leroy Fur any
experience.
good?
I thought
He's
I
alright.
Yeah, he's played in Premier League.
He
He's
can do a
played for
job.
Netherlands. I think he's
I like him.
Does that not? That sounds a bit like a Tim Krul thing though, where you're remembering him from an era where he's not at that level
No,
now.
I haven't.
If he was that
he
good,
did well when Swansea beat us 3-0.
Classic
Yeah, I did
golden.
to be fair, an ex-Leamington footballer scored against you, mate. So
Then the two wingers, Wilson on the right,
CBI.
Carvalho on the left.
Nice.
They're the tricky players in the team.
say that again, sorry.
Wilson on the right,
Good
Carvalho
for
on the left, and then Che and Duke up front.
That's awful.
It's just not, is it?
Can you imagine a dream championship team with those two up front?
They score goals in the Championship.
Yeah, they do
and
score
they've
goals.
scored goals in a team right now with no creativity. Imagine when they got Wilson and Carvalho.
Can I just ask how
And
many
then
goals?
Gibbs
How many goals
and
did he
Colin.
score last season, Che Adams?
Not a lot. But what about this season?
How many last season?
Whereas
Whereas Britt Sombalonga, proven championship centre forward, he walks in any of your teams. Simple as.
it's not about last season.
He doesn't get any in front of Gale and Abraham for me.
Or Mope.
Together they scored 23
One
goals.
season wonder.
Che and
Dwight Gale's the only one I'd have. I'd
Abraham
rather,
has scored 16 goals, to be completely honest.
he's
Yeah,
a
he does score-
donkey.
He scores goals.
Come
Anyway,
on.
with Gale next to him, it'll be good.
Kmart Roof.
I'm jealous of Ruth.
I think out of the three, my team's most suited to the Championship. I will have the best chance.
Well,
going
you
up.
haven't heard my bad boy of a team yet.
Go on then, Joey.
So, it's a 4-1-4-1, Dean Smith style,
Yeah.
Okay.
4-1-4-1.
where we play like Villa play McGinn, Horahan, Grealish. So this is
Almost like a 4-3-3.
pretty much. Yeah, we'll call it 4-3-3.
No, it's Dean Smith. 4-1-4-1.
Yeah, Dean Smith is my actually. Should we all draft a manager? Bielsa.
Monk.
Well, I go first, so Bielsa.
No, it's
Doesn't
actually,
know.
it was actually on me because I only picked Randolph.
Okay, go on then.
Bielsa.
Monk.
Oh my God. You're not going up.
Oh, dearie
Who
me.
would you go for?
Someone who knows the league inside out.
Martin O'Neill. Steve Bruce.
Oh.
Who did you have, sorry?
Bielsa. You can go for the Norwich one. He's doing a good job.
Yeah, but it's
Wow.
it's one season again.
Well, I don't think you're going to pick mine, so I'm going to go Darren Moore.
Yeah, I'm not having him.
That's what I mean.
Tony Mowbray, please.
Oh.
Knows the league.
Right, so anyway,
Yeah, he got us promoted.
I've got Randolph, and this team is managed by Mas Bielsa, whatever he's called. Randolph, Jamal Lewis, Mepham, Chuanzebe, Janko. Loads of pace.
Yeah.
Young team as well.
Say that again, that was rubbish.
Jamal Lewis, Chris Mepham, Chuanzebe, Saidi Janko.
Who
the fuck is Saidi Janko?
Janko.
Yeah, that's the thing. You know, I think
It's
it's,
like
a
good
bit,
potential, good young players.
but in real life.
No, trust me,
that centre back.
you're not conceding.
That
Who's
back
your
four could
leader?
get bullied.
Who's your leader
Yeah.
there?
Tuanzebe?
Mepham, he's Welsh captain. Well,
Anyway, continue.
So then my midfield of Grealish, Dak, Allen. I mean, that's the best midfield in the Championship.
It's nice midfield, yeah.
Compared to yours. You can live
But they
with that in
get
the
bullied.
Premiership.
Your team is getting bullied at the minute.
Well, no, because
There's
the
no
way
stealing
the
there.
way we
Who is
They
it?
go 1-0
Grealish?
down and they
Grealish,
cry.
Dak, and Allen.
There's no stealing
Alan.
there, mate.
That's getting overrun
You're not
by
gonna
Mo
touch them.
Besic's
You're not gonna
hard
touch them.
tackles.
You're not going to touch them.
Yeah, to be fair, you're on the floor. They'll all be on the floor the whole game.
That's
Yeah, you're not gonna-
Forward line.
And the way we're going to play the game with Bielsa as well.
Who's the one then? Is that Joe Allen as your holding midfielder?
Yeah.
Imagine doing that.
Livermore crunches in.
Well, I'm sorry, but Stoke fans who've watched watched Joe Allen play, they say he's
bang
not a holding midfielder.
Well, I think it's overrated
So-
anyway, Alan.
And then
And then front three.
Lolly, Bowen, Mope.
Yeah, that's bang average.
Bang average.
No, it's like players that
Is it-
if you were only watching the Premier League and you said that, they'd think, who the hell are they? Because we watch the Championship, it's kind of okay. Like, you can get away with it. If you spoke to an Arsenal fan and said those three players,
Yeah.
they wouldn't have a clue who you're talking about.
Well,
Doesn't mean it's not a good pick, but for me, your team, they're just a bit.
To be
Not
fair,
to sound your dar Brexit, but they're just a bit, not suited to the Championship. They're just getting
it would go up. It would go with 103 points or something ridiculous. The football that team would play, Meckham and Duranzebi are both ball playing centre halves.
no steal in that team.
Yeah, as soon as the tackles start flying,
Every team that goes up.
Liam
has a bit
Cooper
of
is
about
fist
them.
punching you.
more
in the
pace a
face.
hothead as well.
Yeah, but he'll have so
Can
much
you imagine
space.
that team against mine when I can whip in a ball? When Wilson can get a dead ball and whip it in, you got Jansen on it.
You're
got
talking
Luke
about
on it.
Wilson's ball. Oh, Barry Douglas, mate. Dreamy. Liam Cooper scoring 15.
Yeah, my team's
Incredible.
going up.
Krasitsky and Phillips.
Your team is
balls
not
in.
going up. Your team's not making the playoffs. You'll finish like 9th.
How many of
Of
your
course I'm going up.
from your team? Let's.
We're
let's
conceding
He's got
no.
Gary Monk.
We're
Gary
conceding,
Monk.
we are
Yeah,
conceding no goals. No one's conceding.
It's a good centre
Weird.
back pair.
My boys are scoring against yours. Putting 3 or 4 past you.
Firstly, you've got to get past Livermore and Fur. Then you've got to get past Jansen and Chester, and then
Grealish
Van
and
Dillermont.
Dak. Grealish and Dak. Grealish and Dak.
Grealish and Dak.
You know, they're just.
You're
And-
fine
and
of Bradley that by any
basically-
chance.
Joe, your team is sort of going to be playing a 5-5 formation. Grealish and Dak aren't going to get back.
Grealish
You
tracks
got
back.
Allen.
Bradley
Grealish will carry
Dax,
the ball.
he plays centre forward for Blackburn quite a lot.
Yeah,
That's fine.
you're going to get.
Well, it's
caught
not fine
out.
if you're going to
Jared
get
Bowen as well.
I like Jared Bowen.
He's going to go to Spurs for 20
But it
million.
could be like a,
Dax,
like a
you want-
mid-season wonder.
How much? You'd take Dak at West Brom, wouldn't you? How much are you going to pay for him? 15, 20 million.
I'll take him at Wolves.
Bowen's going for 20 million. Grealish 35.
I'm a little bit unconvinced at Dak.
Oh,
Just a little bit.
I'd love Bradley Dak.
He doesn't really
I'm,
I
I'm,
think
a,
he's
I'm
a
a
bit
Bradley
of a-
Dack fan person.
I'm
I
a
like
massive
it.
Bradley Dak fan. As you can see by
And he
the amount of
carries
times
that
I've said his name.
Bradley
He does
Dack.
carry that team.
Grealish and Dak.
Grealish and Dack.
Yeah, I'm a little bit. I don't think you could do
You
it.
need to get
with Prem.
t-shirts with that on. Grealish and Dak.
Come on.
Oh, honestly, that team. Joe Lolly, Bowen, Mope. Oh,
Who's your other winger? Lolly.
Lolly.
Oh,
Can't believe we've missed out Courtney Horse from the teams. Oh,
I can't.
Premier League quality.
well, seeing as in his first 2 games, he shipped 6 goals. I think.
Horse every weekend, mate.
Goals every week.
Right, is that it then?
Yeah, just to say though, Mason Mount is definitely in the top 5 attacking midfielders in the Championship.
I'll give you 5th.
Yeah.
If not the top 3.
Grealish,
No.
Dak,
Yeah, and then Mount.
Wilson,
He's a winger.
Bowen.
In that
Bowen.
Derby team, Mount plays in the middle, Wilson plays on the right. Because
But if it
Mount is
wasn't
the
in
better
that- If
player.
it wasn't in that Derby team, Wilson would play in the
Etse.
middle.
Oh, easy.
Oh, yeah, he's
breaching
really
easy.
good.
He's
He's
really good.
I used to watch him. He was on loan
At
at
Wickham, scored a
And
worldie every week.
He was incredible. It's far too good for League Two at the time, and he's
Yeah, West Brom will
Well,
link with him.
Anyway, we'll settle the
Forgot
debate by
about him.
posting the teams. Max will do a little mock-up of the teams.
You
Probably
can
not.
and you can decide on Instagram.
And we're
who's
gonna-
the best.
What
And
we could do
we'll-
is we could do 2 semi-finals. So on the polls, you vote for which one's better.
Shout.
I'd really like to
Because
do
you
a
can do a-
transfer.
Put my team against
I
his.
really want to get Easy in. I really would
That's
like
what I mean.
to.
I just think we should do
Transfer window a few weeks down the line.
have like,
Reading this.
yeah.
No, because what we can do it anonymously as well. So don't put Joe's team. 'Cause, a lot of people don't like me, including WATV.
There'll be team A, team B, team
Yeah,
C,
do
B.
team A, team B, team C.
Quick shout out to our most active follower, WBAT.
Yeah, thank you for
Thank
To
you.
be fair,
Thank you.
he's a good lad. He's the vlogger.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
yeah.
he's the Villa on tour equivalent, isn't he?
Yeah.
Big up to the Villa on tour as well. We love
you.
We love you.
We'd love to get you on Villa on tour if you're listening.
Big up the Stratford and Redditch represent.
If you're listening, you're welcome on this podcast anytime.
Yeah, get yourselves down to Birmingham.
We're back, fellas.
Yeah.
Back.
Very good.
And thank you very much for listening.
Just to say, 2019 is a big year for the Midlands Football Company. I'm ready.
I can't wait to see where we go.
We're going places. Talk sport, here we come.
Only up from here.
See you soon.